When you dowse, you can dowse for anything. If the intention is there, you get help to find the answers.
This is Metallic Mine, goes 2 miles under the sea. And these Cornish industrialists didn't waste money. They paid good Cornish dowsers to find 15-inch deep seams in the granite. The whole industry depended on the accuracy of the Cornish dowsers.
You can be led up the garden path with dowsing very easily. And as you do more of it, you can sense whether you're fooling yourself.
You just have to accept what comes, and it can be no, the answer is not what you want, and you have to accept it.
By finding things which are actually beyond the five senses. There was controversy as well because the church authorities were confusing the word divination in Deuteronomy 18 with divining. The two conceptions got mixed up because divination is foretelling the future, and divining is another word for dowsing, which is just finding things beyond the five senses. The amazing thing is that all churches and all sacred places, meeting places, will have a very special spot that people are drawn to. And it's a subtle energy spot, and you can discover it by dowsing. And the wonderful thing is that this vortex of energy, which is created there by prayer or by meditation, responds to human consciousness. Every person has little subtle energy bodies around us, the biomagnetic fields. This is a geomagnetic field, if you like, which interacts with our biomagnetic fields and has profound effects on our physical being. It's infinitely complex. It's four-dimensional, it could be six-dimensional, we don't know. And many people pick up parts of this thing, which are certain kinds of grid on the Earth. I pick up energy lines, which are part of its whole system. And they are dynamic. Where they curve and where they cross are very special places, very sacred places. Many of them are ancient sacred sites.
Intuition is, in fact, accessing information in the information field. Scientists tend to believe that, in fact, that consciousness is within the fortress of the skull, as they call it. And that is it. And it's only chemical, the things that are going on. Newton believed in this sort of thing. He was, and Flood and Hooke believed in this sort of thing and understood it. But they said, what we will do is to look at only something which we can physically touch. They didn't want to be burnt at the stake as heretics by the church. And that, he said, anything above the physical will be in the province of the church, and therefore we shan't do it. And as a result of that, that's why there's been this focus on the physical, material things in science ever since.
I would never ever guarantee 100% success on water divining. Always believed it's an art rather than a science, and as such, we are only human. We are liable to make mistakes. At the moment, success rate with divining for me has been 8 out of 10.
The pendulum just whizzes round for me. And then sometimes I have to stop it. Sometimes it drags down on the page. You have your yes and your no signs, which for a beginning to dowse is all you need.
Now, scientists are getting to this condition that they are more free and they're more confident. It is possible to extend consciousness to whatever you want to do. And in fact, the old Greeks had a thing where when they were looking at an object, they felt that they were actually sending something out to run over the object instead of just receiving the information.
Go out with your rods, ask very clear, precise questions, and you just have that question in your mind, like on the back burner, as it were, and you go out and you accept whatever your rods tell you, and that's it. It's it's simple, but it is quite tricky to have a clear mind and a very focused mind.
When I'm really into a severe dowsing situation, let's call it, that there's a certain area of my brain which is working. I don't think I'm in control of it. I think perhaps I've learned how to switch it on. I get the answers to things and I'm thinking, why am I thinking about that? You just know, but I don't know how I know, which sounds a bit odd. I think it's something to do with being able to put yourself to one side, which is what is common to all dowsing, surely.
I really don't know where the answers come from. It's the universe, it can be God, it can be anything that you are calling on.
You see the world in a slightly different way.
There's somebody up there helps us.
It's always interesting, it's always varied.
It's not me.
You could never get bored as a dowser.
All of this essentially are yogic techniques. And it's a question. One of my big questions in my mind is why science has not looked at, or psychology has not actually looked at techniques that yogins have been using for thousands of years.